off we go.
RV 0 Kilo Quebec, runway 12 right, clear to land, cancel altitude restriction.
RV 10 Kilo Quebec, clear to land, 12 right, cancel altitude restriction. North Las Vegas Tower, Skyhawk 12215.
Skyhawk 12215, North Las Vegas Tower.
Yes ma'am, just west of the Red Rocks Basin, inbound for landing and termination at 702.
Skyhawk 12215 in our right base, runway 12 right.
Right base for 12 right, 4215.
Skyhawk 20 November, squawk VFR, and be advised that Metro helicopters operating inside of your pattern.
Squawk VFR, have traffic in sight, 20 November.
Good evening, North Las Vegas Tower, Skyhawk, November 734, November Juliet, currently holding short of 7 at Golf. Going to be doing some patterns today.
Skyhawk 734, November Juliet, North Las Vegas Tower, runway 12 right, taxi via Golf, cross runway 7.
Cross runway 7 for 12 right at Golf, Skyhawk 734, November Juliet.
Probes on.
Tower 0 Kilo Quebec, Charlie.
RV 0 Kilo Quebec, turn right at Charlie, taxi into ramp, monitor ground, have a good night.
0 Kilo Quebec, right at Charlie, into the ramp, monitor ground.
Skyhawk 20 November, runway 12 left, clear for the option on the go, left traffic.
Clear for the option, 12 left for 20 November. This will be a full stop for 20 November.
Skyhawk 4 November Juliet, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff, make left traffic.
12 right, clear for takeoff, clear for left traffic, November 734, November Juliet.
Alright, Skyhawk 20 November, and I roger the full stop.
Camera. Action. Instruments are green.
Instruments are green.
Strobes are always on when we're in the air or on an active runway.
Yes, sir. Okay, 12 right confirmed.
Okay, feet to the floor.
Landing center
Find
line.
that center line. Keep that center line.
All right. Instruments are in the green.
Sky 3 at the transient ramp with Bravo.
Airspeed
I'd like to
is
take
allowed.
off for an eastern departure back to the TV station.
And rotate.
Sky 3 North Las Vegas Tower, depart from the transit ramp at your own risk. Use caution traffic. Skyhawk departing runway 12 right, so be in left traffic for runway 12 left.
Departure at our own risk, and we got that Cessna departing 12 right inside. We'll pass behind on Sky 3.
Tower 20 November with request.
Say again.
20 November request, runway 12 right, possible.
Sky 20 November, change runway 12 right, runway 12 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 12 right, 20 November.
What color is the beacon at a civil airport?
Metro 3 taxi Papa, clear for the option. Traffic in the upwind will be turning left crosswind ahead of you.
Say again?
What color is the airport
We
beacon?
got that traffic, we'll maintain separation.
I do not know.
Sky 3 Papa, clear for the option.
Sky 4 November Juliet, start your left crosswind turn. Use caution, you'll be operating outside of a Metro helicopter on taxi Papa.
Making our crosswind turn now, and we're going to be operating near a Metro helicopter. Is that what you said? 4 November Juliet?
Sky 4 November Juliet, affirmative. That Metro helicopter is doing pattern work for taxi Papa inside of you.
Roger that. 4 November Juliet. Where the hell is he?
Taxiway Papa. Alright, so as you're on your crosswind turns, a good opportunity to check the airport, see what it looks like at night.
Sky 4 November Juliet, runway 12 left, clear for the option on the go, left traffic.
12 left, clear for the option. Left pattern. 4 November Juliet. Oh, this is really different at night.
Oh yeah. Did a good job of maintaining your altitude. Now you don't have the same visual references that you do in the day. So the airport beacon and a civil beacon, to make sure you do a little reading on your homework, roll out on a 300 heading, is green and white. So you see the white flash and the green flash.
Oh.
And it's going to alternate green and white. So make sure you don't encroach on your heading.
Roger.
On your runways, hold your heading.
Okay.
That's a good reference to get your, to keep your airport lined up. At this airport at night, see the light box of commercial district? Yep, that's about where the park is for a base turn. So as long as we stay just on the outside of that, okay, and head this way, that's a good downwind heading, matching that up with our 300. And the yellow flashing lights mark approaching an active runway, right? Right. So we know that between those sequencing flashing lights, there is an active runway. So we're using that currently as kind of our, RP on, get the airspeed down.
Flag, choose November to right, when able taxi into the ramp, monitor
20
down.
degrees of flaps in. And we're going to maintain our heading, 300, right on the outside of this park here, of this shopping center. Okay. And that'll be a good indication of when to turn our base. Roger. So we're looking for about 75 to 80 knots, which is right where you're at, looking good. Okay.
Skyhawk 215, runway 12 right, clear to land.
215, clear to land, 12 right.
Turning our base now.
Okay. Start initiating that descent, and 20 degrees of flaps. All this is exactly the same.
like proceed south for exchange over Las Vegas.
Okay, so we don't really have a reference here. We're just going to roll out on our 210 heading. Okay. And then you're going to look back and start to try to find your runways.
Roger that.
Now, North Las Vegas has runway end identifier lights. So 210. See those white flashing lights? There's two sets of them. One to the left, one to the right.
Yes, sir.
Those are the end identifier lights. So if we've got two sets of them, we know that we're parallel runway. We're going to want to turn in towards the left one. Draw your power back to about 1700 to 1500. Start turning that gentle base turn. Excellent. So your airspeed's a little bit fast, but everything else looks pretty good. If you give yourself one wheel of trim from top to bottom.
Bank, 2800 Delta Patrol, West your field.
Draw that power back a little bit. It should settle into a better descent and slow that airspeed down a little bit. Okay. So you see this runway light that's kind of before the runway starts, that's centered with us right now? Yep. That's a good aiming point. Draw back your power because you're accelerating for some reason. I wonder if we have a tailwind.
We're at about 13 right now.
Okay. Really got to fly that center line. See how the lights turn from white to red along the edge of the runway? That lets you know that you're halfway through the runway or you have 2,000 feet remaining, whichever is less.
Oh, interesting.
But now we're getting a little bit low, but we're aiming for our point, which is going to be a little bit before the Pappies, so that's good. And the ground comes up quick at night. Your depth perception is different, so you really want to make sure that you're holding that nose up position. Okay. All right, there's the threshold, so our landing's confirmed. Let's bring the power to idle and start to get that attitude to neutral. Okay. And then really hold it up. Don't try to put the airplane down. Let the airplane come down. So we're just holding it off, holding it off, holding it off. Beautiful. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. There it is. All right, get control, and we got to bring her to a full stop. So we're going to taxi back.
Skyhawk 4 November Juliet, runway 12 left, taxi via Kilo Delta Alpha.
Kilo Delta Alpha for 12 left, Skyhawk 4 November Juliet.
Yep, there's a tailwind.
Interesting.
That's why we were carrying a little bit of extra speed on the way in. Cool, so since we're in between active runways, you can go ahead and keep your strobe lights on. Okay. And if you want to do a rolling after landing checklist, that's fine. Just make sure that trim is set to take off. We didn't touch anything else. Roger.
Tower, Metro 3. Can we have left traffic for the Metroped?
Metro 3, Metroped at your own risk.
At our own risk, Metro 3.
Clear right, clear left.
Skyhawk 215, turn right when able, taxi into the ramp, monitor ground. Good night.
21 right, 215 will be right off of a hotel and onto the ramp, monitor ground.